Hey guys, looks like I'm back. I haven't done a YouTube video in like 2 months. Why, you may ask? Well, because of the whole pandemic thing has been going on so long, and it's kind of started to make more channels have more videos. And you see, I could have more videos. It's just I don't know if they're going to be as popular anymore. I kind of had that decision. I could be stupid, call me that, sure, but just saying. However, I'm back, and see, since the pandemic is slowing down a little bit, I'm really hoping I let it all just go away right instantly. I decided to go ahead and do another top 10 list. A special one? Nah, it's just something different. Oh, I do want to point out that I will be doing nothing but top 10 lists for the remainder of my channel. I'll also do movie reviews of recent releases, but nothing more than that, just top 10 lists, maybe even top 20s. I had that in mind. And rankings, too. And I want to also give a shout out to this fella who has just been put out. He's wearing a mask. Look like a cowboy. I know. You look funny. Not supposed to look like a cowboy. You ever seen a cowboy in Star Wars before? I mean, no, I guess not. Exactly. Just keep the mask on. We're really looking at some top 10 of this top 10 list is going to be about the movies that are so unique, have pretty much a lot of great elements that you could expect at the Oscars, yet didn't win any Oscar. These are top 10 big movies that feel like they could actually win a big Academy Award, but didn't win anything. Maybe they wanted to get nominated, but they could have won something. So here are the top 10 films I think really deserve an Oscar rather than just a nomination or not even get any treatment at all. Alright, without further ado, we're on our way and we're going to be looking at this.
Number 10 is Rear Window. This is a classic from Jimmy Stewart, as well as a classic from everyone's favorite director, Alfred Hitchcock. And of all the great movies he's done, this is one of his greatest. What's so great about Rear Window? The fact that the entire movie is literally just a dude sitting in a wheelchair looking out at other people's windows. Sounds like a pervert, am I right? It may sound like a stupid idea, but really how the movie puts it together is really unique. So honestly, it's a pretty fun little idea as well. That's why I love Rear Window, because it has just so much uniqueness for one little story. They try to throw as much as possible. What award could this win? Probably win Best Original Score. I liked it. Maybe it could win Best Cinematography because of how much there's been through. Or maybe even Best Supporting Actress because of how cute most of the ones are. So overall, this movie does have a very nice something to it. And I think Rear Window really should have won some Oscar that would work for a movie like this. Hitchcock didn't really win many Oscars, I heard. Number 9 is The Breakfast Club. And I'm just thinking, how can a teen flick win an Oscar? I don't really know why they wouldn't. I mean, what's wrong with a teen flick? Is it too teeny? No, I think The Breakfast Club would work perfectly because because this kind of teen flick isn't really mostly used as a comedy, more is used for real drama as well. What award could this win? Maybe it could win Best Original Song, because everybody's classic Don't You Forget About Me is just wonderful. I love it. Maybe win Best Supporting Actor, or even Best Supporting Actress for one. How about this? Maybe wins the award for Best Original Score, which is kind of the same. Look, any of those would work. Either way, The Breakfast Club should have gotten a lot more at the Academy Awards, especially after John Hughes passed away 10 years ago. 11 maybe, I don't know math very well. So The Breakfast Club is a perfect little example, and it's definitely his best work. Sad that it didn't really win anything. It would make sense if it would. Number 8 is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, I know, just another musical. You know how many awards Sound of Music won? West Side Story? Fiddler on the Roof? Musicals can win tons of Oscars just as much as dramas. So, really, this movie had a big chance. However, it didn't win any awards. I mean, how many nominations it got? It didn't get nominated for Best Actor, which is sad. I don't want it to win Best Actor, but maybe a nomination would be nice. Awards could go with Best Original Song. That would be perfect. Make perfect sense. Best Visual Effect, because, by God, just looking at all the unique stuff. Or how about Best Costume Design? You gotta love what the what they were developing. I think this movie has a great little something to it, and it feels really unique. It's kind of wonder why this film didn't get any real big treatment at the Academy Award, because it feels like a really nice, inventive movie. Whatever reason, I think if I was in charge of the Oscars, I want this to win Best Original Song or Best Costume Design. Either way, this was perfect for that. It's a really fun flick with some nice stuff, dark moments, but it's a 70s kids movie. Of course it's gonna have dark moments. I love it. Number 7 is The Truman Show. Jim Carrey. Whenever you think of Jim Carrey, you mostly think of a comedy flick, a one with most of slapstick and fast talk and all iconic quotes. However, Jim Carrey is actually perfectly able to pull off performing not just with comedies, but also with dramas. One example would be The Truman Show. This movie actually is great because it actually showed off what Jim Carrey is. Jim Carrey is just the perfect kind of someone for all of this. I mean, he can be great at comedy mostly, but sometimes he's perfect for dramas, and this is a great example. So, yeah, it's perfect. What could this win? Best Actor, I believe, I would think so. Best Cinematography, because of how many sets there is. It could maybe win Best Supporting Actress or just Best Actress. Awards like these could make up for a film that has a shit ton of stuff. I mean, I really admire what this had to offer. Other films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind won awards, so why couldn't this? Number 6 is American Graffiti. This is the 70s, okay? And it's another teen flick, yeah. This is a teen flick, though, that I love way more than I should. I love this movie a lot more than I should. I should just think it's good. I think it's incredible. And I really think that all this could get some kind of Oscar. Like, what could it win? It could win Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Cinematography because of all the fast cars. It can win Best Makeup and Hairstyling, there was a lot in that. Or how about Best Original Score or Song? These kind of awards would make up for a flick. Because I really don't know why teen flicks don't really much get many Oscars. Ones like this should. Is there any other bigger teen flick that deserves the treatment more? Well, let's just keep looking. American Graffiti just has a lot, and I think the Oscars could appreciate it more. It got nominated for Best Picture. It really needs more treatment, though, than that. Number 5 is Rocky Balboa. Look at this. It's Rocky again. The original Rocky won a pretty good amount of awards. The second Rocky and third Rocky were okay, just they weren't really great enough to feel like it won awards. While Rocky 4 and 5 were huge disasters that couldn't win Oscars. I mean, some critics give Rocky 4 treatment, I don't really like it. So now we have Rocky Balboa. This movie helped give Rocky the name we all wanted. It finally brought back Rocky after having a huge failure through its 5th film, and it did something very unique. Rocky Balboa may sound like a remake, and I was like, when I heard of it, oh no, a remake. No, it still keeps up with the story, and still keeps all the great sadness stuff. I find this movie to be just as great as the first Rocky. It's saying a lot. It could win probably the same awards the original Rocky won. Well, the other films that were against Rocky probably weren't as big as the ones this version. But nah, I think Rocky Balboa deserves those awards because, like I said, it's just as great as the first Rocky. Believe me, it really feels like the perfect kind of Academy Award treatment for an award. Number 4 is Psycho. Here we go, another Hitchcock flick. Hitchcock and his horror flicks. Psycho didn't win shit. Why though? It should have won something. Give it the award for, let's see, it had some great cinematography because of the iconic shower scene, give it that award. It had a unique supporting actor and supporting actress, give it one of those roles. A very nice original score, it would definitely win that. Or how about maybe the Academy Award for, never mind, I don't know. For this. It got nominated for Best Director, which is great. It just didn't win other awards, which is sad because it really deserves them. Psycho became a huge icon classic, even though it didn't win any Oscars. Hell, they even become the biggest box office of all time. So, surprising how this hit, but be happy that Alfred Hitchcock was able to pull off something that was so freaking unique. I mean, Psycho. It's Psycho. Look at this. It's just Psycho, man. I've talked about this before. It's just Psycho. Number 3 is Catch Me If You Can. This movie stars 2 huge Oscar-winning actors, Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. I think these two are pretty awesome. They both have some great performances, both create some great treatment for when they win an award, and that's just what I love about it. Seeing these two star in one movie together feels like a dream come true. What does this movie have to offer? Some unique little storytelling that is actually based on a true story. And it didn't win anything. It's sad because it's Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. They always win awards. It could win Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Original Score, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best, Best Costume Design. Yeah, this film has all that, so I think those awards could work perfectly for this flick. I was expecting this to become huge at the Oscars, get so many Academy Awards for the 2 actors that have become for this. And some of the other actors are unique as well. So, really, Catch Me If You Can sounds like a box office hit. Well, it also sounds like a huge Oscar-winning hit. Sadly, it ain't. But hey, we can at least appreciate it for what it is, so it's a great movie. Number 2 is Say Anything. Here's another teen flick. Why do I want this teen flick to win? Because I think it doesn't get as much treatment as it should. Say Anything says anything about a great romance teen drama in the 1980s. And I think all the drama they throw at us sounds Oscar-worthy. Even though it's a teen flick. Best Supporting Actor, Best Original Song, In Your Eyes, Best Costume Design, possibly. Maybe some Best, what else? What was the other? Best Original Screenplay, maybe. Everything this film gives us just feels like a perfect movie. And it feels like it should have been just as iconic as the others. I mean, like the title says, this movie says pretty much anything about a great teen 80s. Is it my favorite teen flick of the 1980s? Probably not, but it still was a great surprise. But what is number 1? What is the one movie that deserves really a great amount of Oscars? In my opinion, Stand By Me deserves the Academy Awards the most out of the bunch. Why? Bruh, this movie is just more than it should be. They threw us way more than they should. Stand By Me needs these awards. Best Original Song, it needs to win. Best Director, it could win. It should win Best Adapted Screenplay. It should win Best Original Score. It should win Best Visual Effect, Best Cinematography, Best Costume Design. This movie just has it all. And I don't know why it does. It just coincidentally does. Claps to Rob Reiner for giving us something so unique. I know there was other films like Platoon and Aliens that kind of knocked down this movie. But really, if those films didn't exist, Stand By Me should really win the most amount of Oscars out of any film. God, this movie was just wow. And I think it deserves most. And I haven't seen many of the R-rated flicks because I'm 14, so I might update this sometime if I grow older and watch more. But for now, let's all admire how much I love Stand By Me and how much it deserves.
Alrighty then, well, looks like we're done. Stay safe out there. This pandemic should end soon. I'm just hoping that. I swear, I'm crossing my fingers hard. I'm praying hard that this pandemic will be over and very, 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 very soon. Okay? I really hope that. So just please stay safe out there. And if anybody out there is trying to make this pandemic go longer, please stop. It's not working at all. Believe me, this will never end. We'll be stuck in this house for the rest of this decade. You never make me feel better. No, I don't. Really? Yes. Okay. Fine. And how about this? Let's take this mask off. There. Cough in the arm. What the hell are you doing? I'm gonna cough on you. Sure you will. You can't cough on me. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh. Oh, God. Oh, what'd you do? Hey, you're dead. Okay, guys, I think I have to go. I'm gonna call a doctor later.